Welcome to NT Coins World, your ultimate destination for exploring the fascinating world of coin collecting. In today's episode, we're diving into two incredible Washington quarters that every collector should know about. These coins hold historical significance, unique design elements, and intriguing market values that make them highly desirable. We'll cover everything from their historical background and mintage to their most valuable eras, and what makes them stand out in the numismatic community. If you're passionate about coin collecting, make sure to watch till the end. There might just be a hidden gem in your collection. Now let's jump right in. The 1995 D Washington Quarter is part of the long-running Washington Quarter series, which was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint, indicated by the small D mint mark, located just below the eagle on the reverse side. Designed by John Flanagan, the obverse features a left-facing portrait of George Washington with the word Liberty above his head, the year 1995 below, and In God We Trust to the left. The reverse showcases a majestic eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows with olive branches below. The inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and $quarter surround the design. The Denver Mint produced approximately 1,103,216,000 of these coins, making it a common issue in circulation. Despite its large mintage, high-quality examples in MS65 or higher are relatively scarce. In circulated condition, the 1995 D Quarter is generally worth face value 25 cents. However, in MS65 grade, it can sell for around $10 to $20. In MS67 or higher, it becomes much rarer, with prices reaching $100 or more, depending on market demand. Double die obverse. DDO. Some 1995-D quarters exhibit slight doubling on the lettering, especially in Liberty and the date. These are highly sought after by collectors. Off-center strikes. Some coins have been found with an off-center strike, with values ranging from $50 to $200, depending on the degree of misalignment. Clipped planche. A minting error where a portion of the coin's edge is missing. These can be worth $30 or more, depending on the severity. The 1995 D Washington Quarter is still relatively easy to find in circulation, but finding one in top condition MS67 or higher is quite rare. Collectors look for this coin in high grades and with errors, which can significantly increase its value. The 1995 D Washington Quarter is part of the long-running Washington Quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, this quarter retained its classic design for decades, becoming one of the most recognizable U.S. coins. By 1995, the Washington Quarter was still circulating widely, though changes were on the horizon with the upcoming State Quarters program, which would begin in 1999. This makes the 1995 D one of the last quarters of the standard design before a major shift in U.S. coinage. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan in 1932. The word Liberty appears above his head, with the date 1995 below. To the left of Washington's neck is the inscription In God We Trust, and to the right is the D mint mark, indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint. The reverse displays the classic eagle design, with its wings spread wide and perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and readiness. Below the arrows, two olive branches curve upwards, representing peace. The inscriptions include United States of America along the top edge, E Pluribus Unum below it, and $quarter at the bottom. The 1995 D Washington Quarter had a mintage of 1,103,216,000, making it a relatively common coin in circulation. However, finding one in high grades, such as mint state, MS65 or higher, is much more challenging due to circulation wear. Circulated condition. Most 1995 D quarters found in circulation are worth face value 25 cents, unless they exhibit unique errors or are in exceptional condition. Uncirculated condition. A quarter in MS63 can be worth around $3 to $5, while an MS65 example may fetch $10 to $15. High-grade examples. MS67 or better coins are scarce and can reach values of $75 to $200, depending on their luster and strike quality. Doubled die obverse. DDO. Some 1995 D quarters exhibit slight doubling in the inscriptions, particularly on Liberty or In God We Trust. These can be worth $50 to $200, depending on the severity of the doubling. Off-center. Strikes quarters, struck 5 to 15% off-center, can be valued between $20 to $100, with more extreme errors fetching higher prices. Clipped plancher. Some 1995 D quarters were struck on incomplete planchers, leading to a clipped or missing section. These typically range from $20 to $150, depending on the size and placement of the clip. Broad struck errors. If a coin is struck without a collar, it expands slightly and appears misshapen. These errors can be worth $30 to $200 depending on condition. While the 1995 D is not the rarest Washington quarter, collectors seek well-preserved examples, especially in high mint state grades. Error hunters also look for double dies and off-center strikes, adding to its appeal in the numismatic community. If you come across a pristine 1995 D quarter, it's worth holding on to. The 1997 D Washington quarter is another interesting coin from the later years of the Washington Quarter series before the State Quarters program began in 1999. It was minted in Denver, and like the 1995 D quarter, it features John Flanagan's classic design, features George Washington's portrait, with the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year 1997. The eagle design, a symbol of strength and American heritage, remains unchanged, with arrows and olive branches signifying peace and military preparedness. The Denver Mint produced 596,524,000 of these coins, a significantly lower mintage than the 1995 D quarter. While this is still a high number, finding one in gem uncirculated condition MS67 or higher is much harder. Circulated examples of the 1997 D Washington quarter are worth face value 25 cents. MS65 specimens typically sell for $10 to $15. MS67 or higher grades are rare and can fetch prices upwards of $150 or more. Broad strike errors. A striking mistake where the coin was minted without a full rim, leading to a flattened or expanded appearance. These can be worth $50 to $150. Die cracks and cuds. Some coins show die cracks or cuds, raised metal blobs due to die breakage, which can be valuable depending on size and location. Misaligned. Dies coins struck with misaligned dies can have off-center designs and may fetch $40 to $100 depending on severity. While the 1997 D quarter is not extremely rare, collectors seek well-preserved examples because the Denver Mint had some quality control issues, leading to fewer high-grade examples in circulation. The potential for errors and high-grade specimens makes this coin an exciting find for collectors. The 1997 D Washington quarter was minted just 2 years before the U.S. Treasury introduced the 50 State Quarters program, which transformed coin collecting by featuring unique designs for each state. As one of the last traditional Washington quarters, the 1997 D holds a special place in the series. During this period, U.S. coinage was shifting towards new designs and production techniques, but the Flanagan Washington quarter design remained unchanged until 1999. This makes the 1997 D one of the final quarters of the classic era before a major redesign. The obverse features John Flanagan's iconic George Washington portrait, which had been in use since 1932. The word Liberty is inscribed at the top, while In God We Trust appears to the left of Washington's profile. The date, 1997, is centered below, with the D mint mark to the right. The reverse retains the familiar eagle design, showcasing a powerful eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows and flanked by olive branches. The inscriptions include United States of America along the upper rim, a pluribus unum beneath the eagle, and $quarter at the bottom. The 1997 D Washington quarter had a mintage of 596,810,000, making it less common than its 1995 D counterpart. While still widely available, uncirculated specimens are more challenging to find, particularly in grades MS67 or higher. Circulated condition. Most 1997 D quarters in circulation are worth only face value, 25 cents, unless they feature an error or remain in exceptionally good condition. Uncirculated condition. A well-preserved MS63 example can be valued at $3 to $6, while an MS65 quarter can fetch $10 to $20. High-grade examples. Quarters graded MS67 or higher can be worth $100 to $300, particularly those with exceptional luster and strong strikes. Doubled, die reverse, DDR. Some 1997 D quarters exhibit doubling on the eagle's feathers or the inscriptions. These can range from $50 to $250 depending on prominence. Misaligned, die strikes. Coins with slightly misaligned obverse and reverse designs can be valued at $10 to $50. Brockage errors. A rare mistake where a coin gets stamped with a mirrored design due to a malfunction in the press. These errors can fetch $100 to $500 depending on severity. Die cracks and cuds. Raised lines or blobs of metal caused by die cracks can be found on some 1997 D quarters. Depending on the size and location, they can be worth $20 to $150. Collectors appreciate the 1997 D quarter as one of the last of the traditional Washington quarter designs before the state quarters program began. High-grade examples, errors, and varieties are especially desirable in the numismatic market. If you own a 1997 D quarter, be sure to check for errors. You might have a valuable find. That wraps up our look at two of the most interesting Washington quarters from the 1990s, the 1995 D and 1997 D Washington quarters. Both of these coins have their own unique history, mintage, errors, and collector appeal, making them great additions to any collection. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to NT Coins World, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future coin videos. Which Washington quarter do you own? Do you have any error coins? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting.